Today we're working with Gary Holly, who plays for the Wales Over-40s and has recently joined Cardiff Cricket Club. Now he's a bowler and he's asked us to assess him and see where his starting point is so he can improve this year and have a better season. So, as always, we start with the assessments and then we go into analysis of how he's bowling. So let's dive in and see where we are today with Gary. All right, mate, what do you want to work on today?
Just consistency, really.
Cool. All right, so again, Aladdin, okay? Genie in a lamp. You have a magic lamp just over there. You give it a nice old rub.
Yeah.
I don't think dirty now. I can see your mind going down that route. The genie pops out. You have 3 cricket wishes, right? What are the 3 wishes you'd like to see with your cricket?
Well, the 3 things of cricket, really. Consistency with my bowling.
Yep.
Batting, obviously. Try and improve my batting. Try and score 100. I've never scored 100 in my career.
Like that. Yep.
And fielding-wise, just to become better, be more agile, be able to dive around the field without hurting myself.
Cool.
So,
I like that.
They're the 3 wishes, really.
Cool. Well, that kind of ties in. Well, the bowling's the main thing we're looking at today, but the assessments now will help with the agility overall too. So let's start with that. Before we do any warm-up or any bowling, let's do the assessment so I can see clinically where we're at and go from there. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. So as always, we always start with assessments from the top down. So I want to look at Gary's neck and shoulders first and foremost. So Gary, if you can stand here with your feet, your heels on the line there, facing this way, feet together. So this is the hardest test you'll ever have to do, I promise. So I'd like you to take your chin to your chest without moving anything else. Just try one motion. That's your first chin, not your second chin. Like that. There we go. Try again one more time. Relax your shoulders. Bring it down here. So we've got 2, 3 fingers worth here. So try and get your chin to your sternum if you can. One more time. Doesn't want to go, does it?
Nope.
All right, so we have flexion is an issue. So next up, we're going to do extension. So I'd like you to try and look back as far as you can, all the way behind you, without arching your back. Very quickly. All right, so we're looking at we're trying to get not 90 degrees, but 80 degrees. So we're losing a bit of angle here. So flexion and extension. Try a couple more times. Stiff, you're already trying to kick your neck, aren't you? Let's have a look at this. Yeah, it gets stiff and tight up here, doesn't it? As you know, so we've got the angle up here, so we're more like 40 degrees here. Okay, so extension is an issue as well. You're a good human being, mate, don't worry. So again, I'm going to look to your right now in one motion. Look to your right as far as you can towards me. Again, nose is going this way. Again, to go back to the start, look towards me again. It's hard, isn't it? Can you feel it down here? I can see you arching like this, trying like, come on, I need to get around here as fast as I can, and go to the other side. It's a little easier, but your shoulders are rising up, aren't they? Relax your shoulders. There we go. Again, it's a double take to come and do it now. All right, so as I said to you guys now, so what I'm seeing here is we have flexion, extension, flexion, and rotation issues with his neck starting off here now. So before I look at anything else, you have a tight, stiff neck.
I can start you that,
I know, there we go. All right, so let's go for the shoulders in the same, but put your hands up in the air, put your left hand in the air like this. Try and touch the back of your shoulder behind you in one motion. So again, try and go up again, come down again.
Shoulder,
to more here.
blade,
Yeah, try and reach over here. So again, this shoulder's coming up and this neck is coming forward. And you're rotating around, aren't you?
Yep.
All right, so left side. Again, this time, that same left side.
Yep.
Try and touch the back here from underneath. So come underneath. Moving here, go back down. So again, one nice clean motion goes fine. One motion. We got double movement coming here. So we have trouble left side, up overhead, and coming down here. So left shoulder is an issue. Let's go same with your right. Up overhead. Well, that's tight as well, isn't it? You're arching your back to get there, and your neck's coming forward. Come back down. You can see the strain in his face. Come and have a look at the front here now.
Stiff.
So look at this. I do the same thing again. But look at Gary's face. Try and do the same what he did before. His face come down here. So he's arching his back. He stopped breathing. Look at him. He stopped breathing here now, and he's going here. So we got a right shoulder issue too. Again, same thing with this hand. Try and touch this side here now in one motion. Again, look at the hand shaking. Tight?
Yeah, that won't go anymore.
Come back to the front, around the front. Do the same again. There we go. All right, cool. So, at the moment, It doesn't make you a bad human being, mate. We have neck restrictions, and there's no surprise we have shoulder restrictions. So you used to play a lot of rugby, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to tie into the years of this. And again, when you're over 40, life happens. So again, I now, before I even look at your bowling, right, we've got to manage the restrictions and mobility issues in your neck and your shoulders, which you already knew about. But it just makes it clear in daylight here for you, mate. So again, straight up, looking at his neck and shoulders, we have multiple dysfunction. What I mean by that is it doesn't make him a bad human being, but it means I know he is restricted massively with his neck and his shoulders. Now, it could be for multiple reasons. It could be tissue issues, or it could be what we call stability issues. But I know when I come to correcting any bowler or batsman, I start from the head down, because sometimes when we fix the top half, the bottom half works, which I know is important for bowling. So again, I think mobility is going to be his biggest challenge away from the nets that he needs to work on to help him improve his accuracy. So toe touch test very quickly, feet together, hands up in the air, and try and touch your toes. That's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Try again, go a couple more goes.
Thanks.
You're welcome. There we go. And one more time, just for luck, so we can all laugh at you. This is the beauty of knowing Gary. I can make jokes about him. Cool. No worries. Okay, toe touch. Now, same thing. I'd like you to hands up in the air and arch back as far as you can go behind you. Let's see how much of an arch you can get. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can you see that? I like that. Let's do it again, just for luck, to make sure it's okay. Well, mate, look at this. That's your first tick of the day. Look at that. It's cross, cross. You got a tick. I like it. Here. Cool. So I'd like you now to face that way for me. Feet together.
Yep.
And with your mouth closed, I'd like you to rotate to your left, coming towards me as far as you can go.
From the hip?
Yeah, from your hips. Yeah, keep your hips steady, feet together. Okay. Stop breathing. There we go. See, come back to the start.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Hang on.
You got a cramp?
Yeah, hang on.
There we go. See? That's an interesting thing. So he's just got cramp in here, right? Which means I can see from the restriction because he stopped breathing. So the cramp was as a result of the body going into panic, going, uh-oh, it's not letting me turn.
Yeah.
What's happening here? So I know now, just from that, there's potential diaphragm breathing issues from the front too, just for FYI. So try it again without going to cramp. Again, struggling, come back to the front. And again, come to the other side. Easy that side, isn't it?
Yeah.
So actually you pass the front, because I'm looking for your back shoulder. Come around, do it one more time, in one movement. So that's easy coming this way. So you can rotate left.
Breathe this way as well.
That's fine, and you can breathe. Yeah, you can chat to me this way.
It doesn't feel like,
But going to the right is an issue. What arm are you when you bowl? Right arm. Front arm up.
Yeah.
If you can't rotate, what's going to happen?
Fall away.
You potentially fall away. So I think there's a rotation thing going on. Well, no, I don't think. I can see.
No, yeah.
We can see what's going on. But you rotate so well this way, but then the other way is an issue. Right, so, yeah, that's interesting. The spasm and everything with rotation, we're all looking into the same area here, which may explain already why you potentially fall away. So there you go. So I see this commonly with most bowlers. They struggle to touch their toes, and it's not a hamstring issue, it's usually a core issue. Now, when I compare that with the rotation stuff, when he went into spasm here, I know he doesn't own his core. So there's no stability coming in through his core at all as he's bowling. So for me, priority number one is zone one, we call it, where I can get him stable and working together with his hamstrings and his core, because the software ain't talking to the hardware of the body to get him working functionally, which showed with a spasm in his left side of his body. Now, funnily enough, he can extend, right? Which is great. So he's got one good tick here, and he's got a second tick when he can rotate to his right side too. But we're looking for asymmetries. Asymmetries are the biggest problem, and that's the highest risk of injury. If you can do one thing one way but not the other, we've got to address that first. So again, we're looking at neck, shoulders, and rotation as a primary area to work with Gary before I even look at his bowling. All right, mate, this is balance stuff.
Yep.
Feet together. With your left leg, take it back and put your toes behind you, like this. Again, pick your leg up in the air and just balance for me. Easy, right?
Yeah.
Not too bad. It's not too much of a movement. Cool. Keep holding there. Try and get for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That's fairly easy, isn't it? You can do that. Try the other side for me. Same thing again. 500, 600. That's easy, right?
Yeah.
Cool, let's go back to the other side. Foot behind you. Close your eyes. Pick your leg up. 3 seconds, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Try again.
Yeah. Oh, for goodness sake.
This is hard. Mate, this is harder than it looks. Everyone fails with this one. Right, it's really hard for the first time. So again, foot behind you. Start easy. Get balanced. And go again. So again, that's it. Right side, we have an issue with balance. Let's go left side. Still a lot of movement, isn't there? Better.
Yeah.
Come down. Do it again. Same again on the other side.
Other side?
Yes. No. So same side again.
Yeah.
Left side foot up.
This one.
Sorry, left foot down. Right foot up.
Oh, left foot down. Sorry.
That's it. Not as much, but you're having to work as hard, and you're promoting inwards, aren't you? What do you think about that?
Disappointing that side, but
no, but it's again looking in the air. So you talk about back foot contact. What's your back foot when you're bowling? Yeah. Your right foot. You're not owning balance and stability. So again, with your eyes open, everything's fine. But once you take the eyes away, the brain is not owning proprioception. So no wonder if you're potentially collapsing on your back foot, it's because you don't own it. And in a fast-paced motion like bowling, everything happens at speed. So we don't own this. So balance, which is your vestibular system, is causing a bit of an issue here now. So it's painting a better picture, isn't it? Yeah. Again, I always talk about it all the time, where we can go technique all the time, but if you don't understand the fundamentals of the human body first, it's going to make it so much harder to go into technique. So interesting. Right, mate, last one, squat. I like your feet together. Yep. Hands out in front of you and like fingers out like this. I can't really do it with my iPad here now. I like to squat as low as you can below parallel and try and touch your fingers to the floor. Come back up. Without your heels coming up, go as far as you can without your heels coming up. Come back up. So again, try and touch, if you can, as you go down. Yeah. Try and touch your fingers down to the side like this.
Onto the side. Okay.
It's hard, isn't it?
Really?
There we go. One more time. Cool. So just so you guys can see, what I'm looking at is Gary wants to naturally bring his heels up and shift his weight forward. And likewise, when he's coming down here, he's not breaking below parallel. So what we're looking for in this test is very simply is, can you break below parallel and bring the hands in a nice controlled manner and come up? Now, that is not surprising he's struggling, because to be able to squat properly, you need ankle mobility, hip mobility, shoulder, T-spine mobility. They all impact how you squat down time and time again. So, sorry, another cross, mate. Right, mate, go and grab a drink of water. Yeah. We'll get set up for the power tests, and we'll go from there. Yep. Don't feel bad. It's okay. We still love you. Yeah. So just a very quick summary. There's a lot going on. The squat told us everything. He hasn't got and owns motor control in the basic format. Okay, the squat is quite complex, even though it looks quite simplistic. So for me, working with a fast bowler, we need to own that squat position. But to own that squat position, we've got to address all the other issues, starting from the neck and down. So already I know with his programming, I think he needs more work on mobility and in the gym than he does actually in the nets to improve his game. Right, mate, so this isn't to beat you with. I just want to see where your strength and where your power lies. And just a very quick test. It's a broad jump to see how far you can jump with two hands. So essentially all you're going to do is stand with your feet behind the line. You try and jump as far as you can with two legs, land on two legs, and we see how far you can go. Now, you're 191 centimeters, is that right? 6'3", right? Which is a big old lad, right? I'm 7 foot tall, so the camera distorts things all the time. But the point is, I want to see how far you can jump. So we try and jump at least your height and go from there. So warm up, a couple of steps, literally like go 25%, walk back, 50%, then go 75%, and we'll go into a full jump. Okay. All right?
Can you squat and jump? Or?
Yeah, any way you want to. All I want to see is how far you go. There we go. Nice one. This is the easy part.
Yeah.
Boom. And then 75%. Boom. There you go. Cool. So this time, go as far as you can. And all I want to see, I'm going to measure you to see how far. When you stick landing, stick it and hold it, and I'll measure back from there. All right?
Yeah.
Put your heel down. There we are. So 2 meters, 2 centimeters. 2 meters, 2. 202 centimeters. Let's go again. You get 3 goes. 202 to beat. Oh, look at that. Come back down with the heel. So 224. Look at that. Massive difference. 24. Cool. Go again. Come back down. That is 218. So, final score is 224. The good news is, mate, that's over 110% of your height.
Yeah.
So we now know that you are basic power generation from your hips. So you're powerful enough. This is what we want to see, which we should be trying to do. Now we're going to do the same thing again, but this time we're going to do with our hands on our hips. Because I want to take the arms away to see where you're generating power. Is it all arms or actually generating from the bottom up? Just again, very quickly, spring back, jump as far as you can, stick the landing, and let's measure and see where you're at. Stop there. All right, so that is 179. Let's go again. $184. $190. So score is 190 compared to that. Any pain?
Yeah. My knee.
Interesting. Just when you landed then?
Yeah, no, when I'm pushing off.
You're pushing off.
Yeah.
So that's really important. So as I point with my stick towards the camera, we're not just screening for power, we're looking to see if there's any pain present while he's doing it. So for me now, any power from the lower body in testing needs to stop because we need to investigate what's going on with the knee. But as we've seen from the previous testing, from top to bottom, there's a lot of mobility dysfunction, as we call it, which may impact the knee, because it's not always knee pain that's the issue. It's further up the chain that potentially may impact it. So, all right, mate, so we got some maths. What I'm looking at is basically, can you jump 110% of your height? That's the pass mark. You got 116%. So when we looked at with the hands and the hips, we got to 115%, which is the ratio, compared to the broad jump with arms and without the arms. We're looking for a ratio of 115 to 125. You're 115, which means you're right at the bottom end of it. So you pass, but at baseline level. But if we're looking to improve your efficiency and performance, we need to increase your broad jump initially to about 125%. That'd be an ideal world, and increase that ratio accordingly. So it's a pass, but we can do better. But I think you're hindered because of the restrictions from your mobility, which makes you less efficient, essentially. So again, you passed. Well done. So we've looked at his movement quality, which we are struggling with, and I looked at his power ability, how he can generate power. He's okay. He's passed. It's what baseline level we're looking for. Could it be better? Yes, but I think it's as a result of his movement dysfunction here. So that's the lower body part. I want to see now how he performs with the upper body power section by just throwing a med ball and see how far he can throw it. Right, mate, if I can pull that stump out. Have a sit in the chair. You've got a med ball in your hand. The goal is, very easily, how far can you chest pass this ball here? You can't take your feet off the floor. They've got to be grounded. It's all from your upper body. You can lean back slightly, but the idea is to push past it as far as you can possibly go. And I will measure it to see where it lands and how it goes. Now you get a couple of warm-ups. So again, literally go at 25%, 50% first, and then we'll go into the full test after that. All right, so just do it nice and easy. I can roll it back. Come to the edge of the seat and do it. There you go, that's it. Feet down and push again. There we go. Good effort. You excited?
Yeah.
Excited. See how it goes. Feet down, heels down. There we go. Cool. Right. So,
no.
You ready for testing?
Yep.
As you knock everything down? The easiest test you'll do all day. So again, as far as you possibly can. is what I want to see, and I'll see where it lands. And I'll tell you, and after the first one, I'll tell you what I'm trying to hope for, okay? Let's go. 18 feet, 7 inches. Cool, 18 feet, 7 inches to beat. There you go. Oh, 19 feet. Literally, just came a bit further up here, 19 feet. Right, mate, with this one, give it all you can. I need you to break 22. Okay?
Yep.
That's the goal. World Cup is in your hands. 19. Again, so that's 19 feet. So, what I know from elite athletes and working with athletes on upper body power, 22, I know we used meters and centimeters before, but the research shows that 22 to 26 feet is where the top players can use it explosively. Mm-hmm. So we're just below that. So we're getting some power from the lower body. We need to generate some upper body power as well, which is probably being hindered again because efficiency, neck, shoulders, rotation down here. So I think we can improve that just on that alone. So, well, mate, go for it.
Yep.
So again, very quickly, what we're seeing with Gary is, yes, there's mobility dysfunction. Lower body power is not too bad. We're okay with that. But then we have no explosiveness from the upper body, which you can see from the med ball throw test. What we're looking for is with athletes to hit between 22 to 26 feet. That's the idea. With the top end guys are at 26 feet. So the lack of explosiveness of the upper body we're trying to look at. So again, seeing the picture, mobility is where I'd start with first. I wouldn't worry about the strength and power side of things. He's already strong enough. But it's just the power things which will come with movement efficiency. So now what we need to see is how we put into context, and that's how I look at him bowl and see where this now builds the picture of where he's at. Cool, as always, warming up before they actually get into bowling. And what I like to do is just a couple of throwdowns. So what Gary is going to do now is just kind of throw some balls at me, as in like bowl some balls at me, into the glove. I return it up, and just to warm up, Gary, before we start actually looking at you and how we're bowling on full track.
Yep.
You happy with this? Just halfway down?
Into the glove, yeah?
Into the glove. I'm going to try and break my glove in as well. There we go. This is a new fancy glove I'm trying to break in. It's so stiff at the moment. There we go. Nice one. Feeling tight or feeling good?
All right, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice one. All right, mate. It's so tight. It's quite hard to grab onto this glove. So something a lot of bowlers don't think about is how many balls they need to bowl before they get ready for the game. So I always ask them, a lot of them like to throw in the nets or just get a bit loose. Well, how many balls do you need? So that's what I was asking Gary then, is like, how many balls do you need, mate, to actually be able to bowl and get ready? Because if you have that number, you then know you can bring your best game each and every game that you play, knowing that you've bowled 12 balls, 15 balls before you go into your run-up, so you get warm and loose before you start the game. So that's why I always start with these throwdowns and ask these questions, because no one ever thinks about it, but professional pitchers do, as well as professional golfers too. So very quickly, by going down the other end and just watching what Gary was doing, what we kind of guessed was happening and what he's told me in the past was I could see that he is leaning to the side as he's doing it. But more importantly, I know he's got a super tight left shoulder and like tight neck, so his arm can't get up in the air in the first place. So automatically it drops to the left, which means this comes down and he's already falling away. So from the assessments into the warm-up, that's what I'm looking as a coach at the moment to see what we can do. But I know it's not just a technique thing. We now know it's a mobility stuff and drill that we need to be doing with him. So again, let's get him onto full track. Let's see some more stuff in terms of numbers. Let's do some mobility work maybe today, because I think that's what we need to focus on before we go into any more technique. So I'm a big fan of data and seeing what's in front of me, because yes, you can see things visually, but there's nothing better than using full track AI sometimes to see in terms of speed and what's going on and to slow things down as well. So we've got this set up. The idea now is for Gary to bowl and over, essentially, and see where we're at. And then we'll take that data from what we've seen before and put it all together into a workable plan with Gary. So let's go from there, mate. mate, let's have a look. Shall we?
Yep.
Stop recording?
Yep.
Yes. First set of overs. Feeling okay?
Yeah, good.
Hard work fastball, isn't it? So let's go, let's choose a number, pick a number.
2. No, 3.
3.
2's not that one. Yeah.
Look at the number. So again, if we go just on that, we're looking at, we can see falling away.
Yeah.
That's the issue we're going here now with the arms coming up here. So we know that's happening, and yeah, it's more profound there, isn't it? With different things, we know that's happening. So what in terms of speed have we got? So you've got 60 miles an hour coming through there. So we already know that's happening, but I think we've identified now for the first time why it's happening, haven't we? I think that's what we're looking at here now. So we're looking at 60 mile an hour for that one here now. If I go into number 6, yeah, see that was more profound, wasn't it? So if we go back into here, so this is, it's opened up, the front arm's here coming here, and you're falling away, which means the arm's following down that side there. So we can see what's going on with that. So again, if we look at speed, it's about 58 miles an hour with what we're doing. So again, just looking at a couple of balls here now, right? I don't need to tell you, you know. This is why we're trying to fix it here now. But we've got a baseline now with which to work with in how we're going to adapt here. But I think we're not going to make differences down here. I need to get you on some mats and do some soft tissue work first, and then reassess and go from there. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. Right, mate, let's do some mobility stuff, but soft tissue work first. I think that's a starting point. Can you go into kneeling for me on the mats? Facing me. It makes no difference now. Facing me, ideally. Let's start with the neck. So all I want you to do is literally grab the stick, and I want you to just roll it and just try and release some of the tension along here inside your neck. That's where we're going to start from here. So put enough pressure onto it that it's slightly discomfort. Yeah, I can see the face now as you're doing it. It's tight, isn't it?
Yep.
If you bring the camera around here as well, if you look at Gary's face, he's not happy with me right now. It's tight, isn't it, mate? But if we look at this now, this is a great sign to show there's a lot of tension here in his neck, and it's mobility, soft tissue work we're looking at now. Before we look at the mobility of the joints, it's a lot of soft tissue going on here now. All right, let's go the other side so I don't give too much discomfort here now at the same time. So the main goal for this, again, is looking at neck into shoulders. So let's start by releasing the neck, releasing some of the soft tissue work around the shoulders, and then let's go back to bowling and see if it makes any difference.
That's not too
what
bad.
we're trying to do.
That's
It's the left side, isn't it?
Yeah.
The difference. Let's go back to the other side. So always spend more time on the most painful side. You want to find the most painful spot of the most painful spot.
Yeah.
There we go. It's right up there, isn't it, mate? Couple more. There we go. Right, mate, very quickly, can you go into the fetal position for me? Which is probably how you feel right now. Yeah, either way, go into the fetal position for me. Knees facing towards me, start with this here now. And I want you to take this hand for me and grab it. I'm going to put it under your head like this and put this hand underneath and rest your head in the hand. I'm really sorry, okay? But what I need to do is to get to an area where you can't get to. So we've started on the neck. I need to work on the muscles in here because I think there's a lot of tension coming here. So again, how's that feel?
Okay.
Feels not too bad. Yeah?
Yep.
Let's just warm up a little bit here now. Tell me when if it's a bit too much, because the idea is not to get too painful. I can feel a lot of tension along here. Does it feel the same for you, mate?
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 10 on pain, where are we sitting?
Probably a 6.
6 there. It's round the back here a bit more, isn't it?
That's not too bad there. That's my shoulder blade. It's like me there.
There. There we go. That's what we call a teres major minor, mate. These little muscles that all make up the shoulder. There's so much tension. You can see, if you guys can see here now, it's protruding out here. So there's a lot of tension. If I dig my thumbs into it, there's a lot going on. So this is like knotted up, which is pulling everything down accordingly, which explains a little bit, maybe, why we're moving over to the other side. You right there?
Yep.
Cool. Come around this to the other side.
What was that under there? Was it?
Now, is this going to feel worse or is it going to feel... This looks even... So again, on the camera, if you look at this, this is sticking out even more. There's a lot more tension, a lot more knot going on here. So again, Gary, I apologise. How does it feel comparatively?
It's a lot better that size.
Better.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Yeah, all right.
It's around the back here a bit more, isn't it?
No, it's further down. It's here.
Here.
Oh, yeah, there.
Okay. So we're now going over here and towards more of the lats. And again, everyone's different when we do this. It's about finding here because it's just unique. But I think, yeah, Gary's seeing on his face over here. You can see Gary's face. Again, I'm not putting that much pressure on it. I'm really not putting that much pressure. In terms of here, it's just literally, that's all I'm doing, Gary, essentially.
Yep.
In some respects here now, but it's trying to loosen up. You don't want to put too much pressure onto it, but it's releasing this whole area to allow him to get more freedom in his action. I do here. And relax. Right, next to them, mate. Go into the fetal position again.
Facing this way?
Either way. We're going to the fetal position. Hands out, stretch in front of you. Ideally, let me get a towel so you can rest your head. This is a bit uncomfy because I need your head a little bit rested down here as well. Rest your head in the towel. Cool. So what I'm going to do is we're going to keep that hand still.
Yeah.
Extend this hand out as far as you can go. Try and touch my hand. Touch my hand. Oh. Ooh.
Hang on.
Cramp?
Oh, yeah.
And breathe. And breathe. Relax here. That's interesting. So look at this. The body has just gone, hey, no, I don't want to do that.
No
It's
chance.
gone to a position of discomfort. So we've released a little bit of here. So we're now looking at, it's so tight because it's protecting you for some reason. That's the best way to look at it. So we now know we're looking towards a bigger picture, working with Gary, that there is tightness and muscle tissue tightness for a reason. So again, we're just going to baby position to extend that arm out and it's gone into spasm. Right, let's try this again. Extend this out again a little bit towards me. As far as you feel comfortable, stop there. Rotate your hand up and try and rotate your hand around your body, keeping the hand and palm on the floor. Open all the way around, keep your arms straight. Arms straight, arms straight. There we go. And then come back, across you. Same way, go across and do the same thing again. Extend out and keep your palm all the way on the floor. Try and keep it on the floor. It's hard going, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see him shaking from this. His body is not liking this at all. Hence the spasm before. And how we're trying to move and rotate and move this here. There we go. Rotate all the way around. And come around. Well done, mate. And come back to the start. One more time. Extend out and breathe out as you're doing it. Because what's happening as he's doing it as well is the body is going to shutdown mode a little bit and he stopped breathing at the same time. So please don't die on me, Gary. That's the last
So
thing I
only
want.
that one spot is up.
It is.
Up there.
Yep. That's why we're looking at the whole range of the shoulder moving. It's why it doesn't want to go there. So one more time, over the top. Arch it around. Come around. Look at the strain in his face. I should do like a double thumbs up here. Sorry, mate. So let's look at the other side, mate. Let's do exactly the same thing. Right. Extend out. Rotate the palm up and rotate around. Going as far from here. Oh, it's tighter, but not as less pain.
Yeah, that feels better.
It feels better, but try and keep that palm on the floor the whole way. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. There we go. Right, as you're doing this, try not to move too much from the waist down.
Yeah.
Right? Move everything from the shoulders. Come again, come again. There we go, it's a bit harder, isn't it?
Yeah, there.
There we go. Just a couple more times. There we go, one more time. All right. And bring it back to the start. Cool. So, very quickly, stand up. Shake it all off. All right, feeling good?
Yeah.
I haven't killed you yet, have I?
No.
Let's go and do another over.
Okay.
A couple more balls and see how that feels when you're bowling. Then we'll come back and try some more stuff in a second.
Yep.
Gary's bowling again now after doing the soft tissue work here. Again, everything is pointing to me that he needs to see a massage therapist to release them. There's so much tension and tightness in his shoulders and his neck that I can't really uncover what's really going on. So again, for me now, for Gary to go away from today, I think he needs massage work first and foremost, so he can then uncover where the mobility issue is, because it may not be mobility, it may be a stability issue. But again, showing him going to spasm shows that there is an issue going on that's more than just technique. Mate, how's it feeling? First couple of balls?
Right, my neck feels better, but still tight in my shoulders, and still feel that I'm actually really trying to force it in rather than be relaxed.
Are you more aware of the shoulders being tight now?
Yeah, because I think the neck feels freer.
Yeah.
I think it's tighter in my shoulders.
Well, the two go hand in hand. And like I said, there's so much soft tissue work that we have to do. We're not going to fix it today.
Yeah,
It's more bringing the awareness around that problem. Try and do it and see if we can see on full track if there's a difference.
Yeah.
More than anything. But yeah, give us give a couple more balls and let's have a look at the numbers on full track. All right, mate, let's have a look. Let's go to, which one's the best one, do you reckon?
9, all right.
9, let's go for number 9. See what's going on. Look at that swing.
Yeah.
It's coming a long way. Again, we've still got a slight, you can see that's still here, but we can't fix Rome in a day.
Yeah.
Right? But the point is, how did it feel?
Better. If you notice as well, my follow through was straighter.
Yep.
I think relaxing that actually makes you think about other things.
Well, your head needs to go to the target each time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if your neck can't do it, in terms of speed, okay, that's slower, but I'm less interested in speed-wise. Yeah. How it goes, I don't think that was picked up correctly anyway. But if we go to one of the others, let's go to 10. Right, I know it's gone wider, but we're still processing. So we go back to
First one.
The first one. So again, that's more in alignment. We go to this. So again, okay, we've gone down in speed, but we're freeing you up in terms of what we're trying to feel like, I think. And again, this is just 3 balls after being on the floor and I've just manhandled you, isn't it? But the point was like, it's that sense of freedom that links to this idea. Because if you're stiff and tense in your bowling shoulder, then you're always going to muscle it as opposed to having it free. So again,
you notice there's more movement as well, though. If now
did you see it?
Yeah.
Look at it. The swing is 4.8. Yeah. What was the first one? Was that the first one, the best one?
Second one.
Second one. Let's go to the second one. So you look at the second one. Let's look at the movement. That's 4 degrees over here. Let's compare to the third one here. Right. Let's compare to that one. It's got 3.6. So there's a great thing. You're quicker there.
Yeah.
But the point was you had more swing on the other one. So again, this is just trial and error. We're not going to fix Rome in a day, but we need to have a look, see what's going on. So let's go back to the mat, and let's get this idea of just rotating a bit more and freeing up the shoulders in terms of breathing, which I think is important.
Yep.
Cool. So line your stomach, mate. Head down. Put your forehead on your hands. Rest your forehead on your hands like this. Again, what I want you to do is, again, I'm going to manhandle you, so don't get worried. Okay. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. And breathe out. Cool, this time, breathe in, but push my hand up. Breathe into your belly. There we go. Because that first time you're breathing into your shoulders, which is adding to all this tension up here. So again, keep breathing in, push my hand up. So imagine you're trying to breathe into your balls, mate. That's what you're trying to do now, okay? You're breathing into your balls. I'm doing camera. So breathe into the nose. And out. Cool. I'm going to stick my fingers into your sides, see what's going on as well. So breathe in. Good. You struggle turning to the left, right?
Yep.
So there's no pushing out to my fingers in the side here. It's all coming this side. So again, I'm going to push my fingers out as you breathe out. Breathe in, sorry. Right. Push my fingers in and raise your back. There we go. That's a lot better. So again, breathe in. And out. So again, breathing is directly linked into mobility, and if there's breathing restrictions, we get tight at the front, we can't rotate, and it goes into spasm in what we've seen with Gary so far. So what I'm trying to do is help redevelop his breathing system and relax and remove all the tension from up here to give him more range of motion. So a couple more times, Gary. Good. One more time. And out. Good, okay, hold it there. Cool, okay, so, you right there?
Yep.
Not going to spasm again for me?
No, that's fine.
So what I do is bring this right knee across to here, your body. There we go, and put that hand on top of it. Let me actually take this hand on top of it, sorry. Bring this heel towards your hand. Try and grab hold of your foot, the shoe. Can you grab hold of your toes a little bit? It's hard going, isn't it? Nice and easy. Right, mate, so let me get the towel again to rest your head and give you a bit more comfort. So raise your head up for me a little bit. There we go. That's way better, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is try to keep this knee down here and this arm here now. Take a big deep breath in. Breathe out and try and drop this shoulder to the ground. Look towards that direction as well. There we go. Go again. And out. tight, isn't it? So you can see him really tensing up here and showing he doesn't own this position because the body's going, no, don't do it. So again, a couple more times, mate. Breathe in.
Yeah, hang on.
So you feel like it's going to spasm?
It was.
It was. Stay at that position, own that position, breathe a couple of times each time. You go a little bit further each time. One more time. And out. There we go, relax it. Release all the tension along here. One more time. Good, let's go on the other side. It's hard work, this, isn't it, mate?
Oh, I quite like that there.
Yeah, it's not bad, is
Feels good.
it? It feels good. There we go, get on camera. Same thing again.
Oh, hang on.
You all right?
Yeah. Oh, microphone's sticking in my leg. Yeah.
Same thing the other side. Bring that foot up. Try and grab your toes if you can. There we go. So again, hold this leg down. Look to your left. And try and bring the shoulder down to the floor by breathing. There we go. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. And out. One more time. Well, mate, relax, come up, brilliant. So, right, mate, let's get a bit more rotation in here now. So what you do is very quickly is you're going to go down onto all fours into this position. And I want you to put your hand behind your back and you're going to breathe in and breathe out. Hold that position, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So it's like 3 distinct movements.
Yep.
So, but make sure your bum's being pushed back towards your heels. Again, face this way, either way. So again, go onto all four like this, as such. Push your bum back towards your heels. Push back, push back, push back. There we go. Take one of the hands behind lower, and you lower your back.
That way around or the other way?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever's comfortable. And again, look to your right and try and rotate towards me. Get to the position you can't go any further. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep going. Don't go too far, come back a little bit more so you don't go into spasm. So again, what we're seeing as well from a coaching perspective is that even though the neck and shoulders we looked at, there's also now problems with T-spine, or your thoracic spine. There's no rotation from here. So again, I know that sometimes you need to fix the thoracic spine first before we go into neck and shoulders. But again, it comes down to the fact that I think Gary needs more soft tissue work to release all this first, to allow us to get into it, to mobilize as best as we can. Same on the other side, mate, if you can. Breathe in and out. Yeah, we can see, look at the difference in rotation this side. There's much more space, but it's coming from here. So again, push back towards your heels. There we go. One more time. And relax, cool, come back down. Let's go back to the net. Let's do a couple of balls and see how we're going with that. That's what. Hi mate, how's it feeling?
Good.
Any difference?
The last one was. I felt.
In what way?
How better. I remembered to relax.
Yeah.
And when I relaxed, I realised that actually there wasn't all the tension in my shoulder.
Yeah.
And actually it felt better.
Well, that's the thing. I think a lot of people, they want to bowl faster by just by muscling it. Whereas the problem we have also is that if you were so tense already from shoulders and arms when we're trying to bowl, without you knowing it subconsciously, it's going to carry over to here. So it's understanding that element of like relaxation. But if the muscles are saying no, the body says no, you're always going to try and muscle it to make up for it. So the only way to find out is have a look at that right now and see what it says. So let's have a look at the one you just done, which is your best one you felt, yeah? Look at the swing, look at the movement. Slightly more upright from what I'm seeing. Again, we're not looking for perfection here today. Looked a bit more relaxed. What do we have in terms of the numbers? So it's back up 56, but look at the swing.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because I was more upright then.
Potentially, yeah.
And actually looser.
Yeah. So again, the speed hides need.
Yeah.
Everyone's focused on trying to bowl fast all the time, but I'm more interested in the factors leading up to it. So 56, which is quicker than the previous ones we did before. Let's go into this one now.
That felt really stiff. That
Yeah,
one.
you look stiff as well. As you're doing it, you were like
Yeah.
throwing it down, which is a comparison to this one.
Yeah.
When look at that was more effort, less effort. But again, it took you a few balls to get into it to try and do it. So we go back to this one, the first one we did, which was this one. We're looking at 56 again. So we've compared to the ones we did before. That was muscled. You saw that, didn't you? It was literally muscled.
Shoulders.
But we muscled it at 56 before the last set. So we come down to this. Look at the difference. Yeah, that's muscled again. Look at it. So we compare those to what we've just done up here. That was a lot. I think it looks a little bit more effortless with how you're trying to do it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. They felt better. That's partly because I've warmed up as well and everything's looser. But as soon as you become loose, it becomes easier anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So let's do one more thing to see if it makes a difference to you and how we can work on it. So let's go back to the mat. Let's get the Indian clubs out and do some stuff with that in terms of shoulder mobility and movement. Right, these are not for beating you with. These are Indian clubs. Okay, the Indians, they were way ahead of their time back in the day. So what I'm going to do is very quickly is come onto your knees in front of me like this and spread your knees out wide, but bring your feet together and push your pelvis forward so you get more of a neutral position. Okay, just nice and easy. All I want you to do is you're going to take the clubs up to one side, right, stretch as far as you can and kind of relax your arms and just throw the clubs across your body and come back up. So let momentum come up and move as such. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yep.
So again, this is you haven't done this before, so we're trying to like play that in. So start with your arms up here, straight. Keep the club straight.
Yep.
And I want you to come across and flick, like power. There we go. That's not too bad. Come up. There we go. But try and go straight across as opposed to behind you. There we go. But nice and relaxed.
Just stiff.
So again, nice relaxed feeling. So feel relaxed as you're doing it. There we go. And let momentum come up for the first time. Then that's it. More like that. Stick your pelvis forward.
Yeah.
We're going to stack the pelvis in here. That's it, and come back down.
It goes stiff then. As soon as I do that, I forget about doing this.
Nice and relaxed. So what this is teaching us to do is to dump tension.
Yeah.
Because you can't, if you're tense, you can't do it. And a little bit of weight gives you a bit more stability to allow you to do the movement a little bit better. So again, just reach up as far as you can. So come up to here, so stop in this position here. Good, and go across the body, relax the arms, go across and whoosh. There we go, and back up. A couple more. Brilliant.
Still want to go backwards.
A couple more. 3 times. There we go. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders, relax the shoulders. You can't get any speed up if you tighten the shoulders. There we go, relax the shoulders, shake them off and do it again. There we go, one more time. Cool, switch to the other side. Hard, it's harder than it looks, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're only £1, these clubs.
The thing is, you want to go this way.
Exactly. And we're trying to use the shape of the shoulder. It helps you move efficiently with the shoulder. Again, the other side. There we go. Nice and easy. We try and go across, not behind you. There we go. Stick your pelvis forward. Your bum wants to go back all the time. Just kind of stack your pelvis. Lots going on. Relax the shoulders. How does it feel?
It's hard.
It's a lot harder. They're only £1 clubs, by the way. So look how big and strong Gary is. But we try and move the clubs and efficiently. It's like bowling and batting. If these are tense, we're going to struggle. And the clubs allow you to give a bit more mobility, stability to allow you to do it. So a couple more times that same way. Come back up. Pause up here. Reach up here as far as you can.
Yeah.
Wait. Now go. Try and go across.
Backwards.
Here we go. There you go, cool. So hold that position here. So you can see what Gary's doing is similar to his bowling. He's falling away because his shoulders and everything aren't allowing him to move in that position. So he's falling away behind him like you would fall away when he's bowling. So very quickly, what I do now is I would like you to take this hand and put it behind your head with the club down like this. And the other way, take this club behind you and keep the club facing down. So again, like we did with the shoulder stuff before, internally rotate. That's it, and hold that club so it's facing down in between your arse cheeks like that. Okay? So again, what I want you to do is you are going to rotate as far as you can to your right, to the point where you can't go any further.
Yep.
Then you're going to breathe in, And then breathe out and bring your side and do like a side crunch, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so rotate as far as you can behind you. Pause there, breathe in. And out and crunch. There we go. Come back up. Stay in that same position. Go a bit further again, breathe in. Good, come back up. Now try and rotate a little bit further. There we go, see that. Breathe in. And out. There we go. Again, go a little bit further. Look how much more rotation we're getting. All we're doing is working the fascial lines and giving a little bit of stability to allow it and teaching his brain it's safe to go into these positions. So go again, same thing again. Breathe out and down. Come back up. It's hard going, isn't it, mate? Bit of cramp?
Yeah, other side.
This is harder than any drill he's ever had to do, right?
Yeah.
So cool. Right, so let's go the other way. This is your troublesome side, right? Push your knees further apart if you can. There we go. Go as far as you can feel comfortable, but not too far. Hold that position. Breathe in and crunch. Breathe out. Come back up. Go a little bit further again for me. Breathe in and out. You see this is there. Okay, stop it. Bring it back here now. So again, this is where we're seeing the restriction from Gary, which is potentially causing him to fall away here now. It's coming from all this sort of area here.
Yeah.
So I'm putting him through a lot of stress here now, but I'm trying to find where his points of no return are. So again, we're going to do the same side again. Don't go as far.
Yep.
Literally come back about 50% of where that is.
Yep.
Because we're going to work with the brain now. The brain says no, it doesn't want to go that far. So you're going to go a little bit shorter. Just stay there. That's it. Good. Breathe in and crunch down. And come back up. Stay in that position again. Do it a few more times. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and crunch down a little bit, not too far. Come back up. One more time. Go a little bit further again. And out. Crunch down. There we go. Well done, mate. Come back up. Well done. Shake it off for me. Shake it off. This is probably harder than any gym session you'll have to do, right? Look at the sweat coming down from him, because it's challenging his nervous system more than it is challenging his musculoskeletal system. Okay, right, one more thing we're going to do, mate. We're going to focus on the right shoulder and the left shoulder. Take this club, and I want you to take your left hand and put it behind your body like this. I want you to hold the club like this, like so. Right. Fist up. There we go, like this. With this elbow, you're going to draw a circle inwards, up and round, and cast out to the side and come back down and hold this position here. So again, hold that position there, don't go too fast.
Yep.
I want you to come in, up, as far as you can, and rotate, cast out, and come back down. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Come in. Again, it's all about the circles and getting full range of motion. Feeling all right there?
Yep.
It's quite hard, isn't it?
Yep.
And come around one more time. Up and around. And good. Switch the arms. Switch arms. Other hand behind you. So again, elbow in, circle in, up, round, all the way back, cast out, come around. In, up. Try and keep your shoulders parallel to me, so they're facing me. So again, in, and slow it down. Don't go so fast. Speed hides need. Tough, right?
Yeah.
Good, one more time. Awesome, and then hold it there. There we go. You got me?
It's that bit there.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
But this is the point. We're looking at the whole shoulder.
Yeah.
We're trying to work the whole shoulder how it should be moving. It's stuck. It's glued down at the moment, which means you're getting the mobility from elsewhere.
Yeah.
So we've got to open this up. This is not an easy fix, I'm sorry. I really wish it was.
That's right.
But I think we get more effort by doing this as opposed to doing anything else. Let's set it full track and let's see how it feels now.
Yep.
Because I think that is where we need to work on more than anything before we do any stuff here now.
Yep.
So set it up. Let's do a couple more balls and figure out what your homework is. You may like it, you may hate it. I don't know. I can't decide yet.
Yeah.
You feeling okay though?
Good.
It's really taxing,
Yeah.
this stuff, because again, we always say you got the software, which is the brain, and the hardware of the body. This is software stuff we're trying to download and upload to you to rechange it. So give it a go. Let's see how it goes. How have they felt?
That was terrible. I tried to muscle that one rather than try to bowl it properly.
Well, that's an important factor to realise, is that it's just, some people don't even realise they're muscling the ball,
Yeah.
as opposed to feeling relaxed. But how did the other two feel?
Good, the second one was better, because everything was relaxed and it just felt smoother.
Yeah.
Like that one, I was trying to relax here too much.
Yeah.
And it was almost, I got to that point and went, oh, and
Muscle, and
that's just muscling it.
that's what I'm seeing, is that point of like tension. I still don't think we're going to get as full relaxation here until we calm everything down up here. But I think we're at the awareness stage now where, okay, we've identified an issue, and this is where we're going to work on as homework, unfortunately, to try and help you do it. So yeah, so yeah, exactly. You say that now until I give you the pain of what he has to go through. Let's do a couple more balls and let's see what full track says from what we're trying to see. How did that feel?
Better. The last two, a lot better.
Really?
A lot more relaxed. But it's also remembering that you got relaxed, not too much, but enough, just so you're being accurate. Yeah,
exactly. So let's have a look, see what full track said. How many balls do you do? 5,
3.
6? That's the last three.
Yeah,
do more than that. Let's go to the first one. That's the first one back. So what we've got here now, it's 57, so it's up again. Swing is 5.3. So we're up from below fulls from what we were before. Let's look at 19. Let's go into the side. Speed is back up to 60. The swing is 3.6.
Yeah.
So we're looking at that now. And then this last two. That looks smoother.
Yeah, I went that way there.
That speed is 63.
Yeah, I went that way. I think the last one felt better anyway.
Look at that. So that wasn't even the last one. So we're back up to 63, which is the fastest delivery so far today. And we look at this. And that made a bigger noise, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's still close. So wait for the second out. But again, we've gone from 59.60. That was 63, your fastest ball. And again, we're not practicing bowling.
Yeah.
We're just working on loosening everything up here, which again shows we're in the right direction. I don't think we need to do any technique stuff in terms of on here right now. I think 100% of your focus and effort needs to be here. Then you go to nets at Cardiff or the Wells Over-40s boys and practice your bowling there. But we focus on this because I think that will carry over to this more than anything. Yeah,
that's an interesting graphic though. If you notice, because they're all in the same spot, notice where my arm is.
Compared to where they are.
Yeah, these are further out. These seem to be a bit closer.
Yeah, true. Well, that's the thing you saw with the arms. Your arms can't get up here, so it needs to come out here. So I get up to it.
I reckon if you go back down here, no, they're really far out.
Look at the wideness of that.
Yeah.
It's further wide here, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's a lot tighter.
It is tighter. But again,
is that tighter because I'm more relaxed and more stretched more? Yeah.
We haven't even looked at the front of the shoulder to release that either at all. So again, let's look at the last one. Hopefully this is processed now. Oh, it's still processing. We'll come back later. But the idea is, I think that's a better thing to work on with, mate, and that's the priority for you moving forwards. Enjoyed it?
Yeah, been really good.
Yeah, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So again, seeing and working with Gary today, that I know for a fact now as his coach that I'm going to spend most of his time on mobility and teaching his nervous system to calm down because he's struggling to rotate. He was going into spasm. He can't get his arms up. Yes, there's power stuff we could be working on to improve his efficiency, but I think he's become a more efficient bowler if you do on the mobility stuff we worked with him today. So his homework, he's going to hate me because he may sweat and go into spasm a few more times before the end of this. But if he does that 15 to 20 minutes a day, I think in 2 to 4 weeks' time, we could see a different bowler when we come and reassess him, as technique will improve automatically as we kind of saw as the session goes on. So again, for all the coaches out there who just try and bombard people with technique, I think it's a physical limitation that's holding him back before we start working on technique. And that's the whole model we focus on here at Cricket Matters, is we look at the physical side of things, we look at the mental side of things, and then we look at technique after that. So fascinating stuff. We've got the data to prove it and back it up, and we've seen the results on the mat with him spazzing up. So it's been a fun day, and hopefully I can give Gary some more spasms and hope he enjoys pain like that too coming forward.